I'm gonna keep you company here. I also feel like I curse whenever I vote for a team that
Ini Perex 80%
some
goblok.
kind of curse. Thankfully, it hasn't been working as much for GE, so I'm like, I've accepted that I am cursed. So I decided, okay, let's go for.
Yang mau nonton juga kan?
Apa?
So now you can go to the RQ side.
And also, I didn't
Tidak.
know that Chobra was
Kenapa?
in the area.
Dia mau
I
nonton
didn't
juga.
know he was here. So now I'm like second guessing everything.
Muncul dia hari ini.
No way you
Oh,
can
betul.
curse the whole side.
Nyambi jadinya.
But that's why. That's exactly why.
Jadinya ngopi
So
dari
now-
jam
now I'm
5
confused. Now I'm
sampai
confused with
kelar.
all of these like powers that are intersecting
That's
here.
true.
But hey, there's no
Hal dulu baru kamu ya.
On that stage we have PRX and RRQ. It is amazing seeing these two go head to head because we've had these cores together for so long. It's a different level of synergy, it's a different level of chemistry. So let's send it to the stage for our second match of the day, PRX and RRQ.
So you
It's a rematch day. This is our Pacific Stage 2 Grand Finals, PRX and RRQ. We have seen this before, and we know what PRX is capable of. Not a year has gone by in Pacific without PRX being on stage and lifting a trophy. It's no longer a matter of if they can do it, but whether they can keep up with how the competition in Pacific is leveling up.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much expectation on this team because they've been so successful in the past. Last year, their biggest year ever, bringing home an international trophy. Now they're looking to make it to Santiago, still in that upper bracket.
Okay.
But a big challenge today in RRQ.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is basically the Pacific El Clasico in this chapter of this league. RRQ, of course, last year, one of the biggest wins was this team taking the Stage 1 trophy. This man sitting next to me, of course, being there himself. But this year, maybe it's not just one trophy. Maybe it's two. Maybe it's Santiago. Maybe this is always the team that you can't count out.
monyet anjing.
This was for RRQ, it was number 1 and number 2 at stage 2 and vice versa for PaperX on the different stages there. These two teams going at it once again. RRQ will have the belief that they can do it once again, and PaperX will say, we'll just do it again as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think these teams love playing each other.
Oh, that's a lot of 6-7 power right there.
Oh my goodness. I bet Monya is insufferable right now in the six.
Monyet.
Monyet.
I just can't understand it. I'm probably too old, and you know,
Yeah,
it's those things like when you reach a certain age, you can't hear certain sounds, and 6-7 is one of them. But we are going into our map veto, and it is Bind, it is Pearl. We talked about this earlier, and potentially Breeze. So these two teams, though, they know each other so well that I think no matter what map you play, it's probably going to be pretty much the same story. It's going to be a good match.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love this veto for RRQ. They've taken it to 2 of the maps that PaperX have already shown, and like you say, Ewok, they're not without their tendencies. You definitely are able to find some reads on them, but it's all about can you actually execute that in the server because of how sharp they are.
And it's all new maps for RRQ, so not much for Alex and Wendler to be going over for RRQ. They're going to have to go into a dry, and they're going to have to see if they're going to be playing that Neon, or they're playing the Chamber, or they're playing the Yoru. So that's going to be something that PaperX is going to have to find out in the server.
Yeah, very much so. I want to ask you,
Udah mulai
you
kah?
have taken down this team before. how do you beat Paper X? What's the formula that you want to see the RRQ boys bring into today?
Yeah, I don't think they're listening right now. They're busy. Tell us now.
It's a pretty complicated question, to be honest.
That's true.
It comes down to a lot of things, but it does a lot of time come with controlling chaos and embracing chaos. You need to understand when you want to live in that chaos. Sometimes you need to be Bane from Dark Knight.
Yeah.
So and other times you need to respect it and you don't get pulled in too much. You need to understand that you don't want to be playing Paper X's game when you're not necessarily into position.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to understand when you're feeling it, and then you can go for it. And other times you need to understand, okay, we're gonna disengage a little bit. We're gonna play the rounds a little bit slower.
You are
Bum, bum.
the person who's brought up the Bane from Dark Knight comparison.
Oh, really?
It just seems like that is the exact thing you have to know. Like, oh, I was born in it. That's my impression.
Interesting, Mickey Mouse Bane
Um,
we have there.
Yeah, I do a great Mickey. Anyway, we're pulling up the Asian competition.
Jing, Sky keluar,
No
guys.
changes from when we saw them last. Forsaken had a big map on Bind. I
Di
love
Bind,
them on this
anjing.
Brimstone. Watch for him to go crazy.
Udah mulai kah,
We're
Claire?
gonna see the Jemkin
Belum.
Chamber.
I like it. I like it against the double duelist.
Monyet's going to be on the race. No Neon for him. And then the Sky is going to be come out for Kushi. Kushi has played quite a bit of Sky, and I quite like the Sky in the current meta, to be honest. In terms of how it's worked out since the nerf on the utility, the Sky has been becoming a little bit more popular in some of the other regions as well.
Yeah. She's coming back. And you know, as you mentioned, like other regions have been bringing out the Sky as well. So I'm eager to see how this plays out and if we're going to be seeing this kind of composition even more. We talked a lot about Gemskin's Chamber here, but of course, PRX is still PRX. You have something back on the Yoru, and we all know what kind of damage he can do on that agent. We are about to step into Bind. We're gonna toss it over to Paper Thin and Achilles.
All right, back again. Banger first start to our opening series of the day. Tapered off quite a bit on Bind, but we're hoping that we get a very contentious bind between these two squads. Paper X versus RRQ. Very well-known quantities. They know each other incredibly well. But how do they look? Because now they're looking to also join Nongshim, take that one step closer to Master Santiago.
Yeah, and in terms of what we've seen from both of these teams this year, RRQ with a pretty dominant win in their first match against DFM. Paper X a little bit shaky against Global Esports. Now, how much of that is the relative power level of those teams? I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing from RRQ in particular. But Paper X is Paper X, man.
You never really know what you're going to get, but it should be a damn good time between these teams. As we go ahead and get ready to jump into the action, Bind and then Pearl, a map that we haven't been getting a ton of here in Pacific. So I'm very excited for this series, but let's see who can take that opening pistol between these squads. Jemkin coming out on that chamber, something that has to be very scary to go up against.
Oh my god. 84% win rate on Yoru in Pacific for something. That is unbelievable. I mean, part of that is just the team is unbelievable, and they had a hell of a year, but still.
I mean, you have to assume going back that one of those losses is the Zeta series.
Yeah.
Well,
Goodness.
it's been a dominant pick for
Dude.
him. And a reason why something's been in the conversation for one of the best players in the world.
He's done such a good job of getting the most out of this agent. Nobody home here. It's actually Jemkin solo as 3 players
Ooh.
were in the spawn looking to rotate. Oh my god.
Well, he's just instantaneous with it.
Yep.
Headhunter able to find Forsaken as swing around the corner. Something going to be taken down. Jing with a frenzy, able to find Kushi at range, but Crazy Guy quickly deals with
Jing,
it.
RRQ, go.
Starting with
Anjay.
that Classics. Now it's just to buy a Sheriff and a 1v4. Only one player within headshot range. Rather, within body shot range. Come on, Brain. We can't have this happen again.
I mean, I'll take another.
See if he gets there, but now. Bit of spam out around the back. No. Not about this shower presence. Xpera will be able to find it. Divide. And RRQ find the opening pistol.
Yeah, quite an interesting setup for RRQ on their defender's pistol. 3 players in spawn who are just pivoting off of whatever contact happens first between, you know, your true sentinel and your pseudo sentinel. And you just flood. You're just ready to rock and roll. Works a treat. Really well thought out. Interesting pistol strike.
Nice.
Paper Rex, not much they can do. Jemkin is absolutely fearsome on the chamber. It's unbelievable aim. Get those snipers rocketed, rolling
Tapi
for him as
lagi.
quickly as possible. Though this time he's going to grab a Phantom. 3 Bulldogs. Crazy guy with just a Sheriff. Jing actually going with the Shorty, but he's tagged up quite heavily. Devi with a Sheriff of his own. He's on the other side of the map. His smoke's down, trying to get the execute to go. See if it's seated.
Just outside of lamps here. Smoke will fall. No one close enough to try to cover, and they look to overwhelm him. But
Nice
of course,
banget.
on the rendezvous. Spike now going to
DP-nya
be
ini.
up. Plant, front of truck, coming back in. Something gets us in play, but 4v5. Players tagged low for Paper Rex on the post plant. Pretty much all util aside from just a singular satchel. Going to be set, and Forsaken's going to be caught as that Trailblazer goes forward. Jing trying to close the gap, ends up getting taken down. See Paper Rex can muster up any kind of damage here. It's going to have to be on the back of the 5 Sheriff, and it will just be for the 1 kill. Takes out Crazy Guy, who on his own right only had a Sheriff in hand, so ultimately damage not really going to be found as RRQ get the 2-0 start.
That's a huge find for RRQ. They're going to love that they're carrying over 4 rifles into that next round. Just losing the 1. Cushy showing that he can do some pretty impressive things on the sky as well. Like you mentioned, led the way with the Trailblazer. And look at that bullet. Those hail of bullets right onto the player. Is trying to get ahead of the curve. You know, with the util changes, in particular to initiators over the offseason, Sky has found her place back in the meta. Get a lot more value compared to, you know, or now, I should say, relative to some of the other ones. Ooh. Just a little bit of damage.
Paint chills to the face, looking to close the gap, but caught a glimpse, and it's just going to be a bit of a standoff there and a back away from
Takut
Jing and
di-push
Sparrow.
ini.
Occupying their give and territories is one yet. Trying to see if he can catch somebody in transit over towards Lamps, but he cannot. Devi, however, through the
Spy.
smoke, I believe, able to dispatch Crazy Guy. So smoke's out of the equation. The rifle around the back going to be noted. During that orb take, something barreling his way forward towards Showers. In the meantime, though, Teleporter taken.
They get this kill on a Cushy.
It's going to be a double back across towards A, it would seem. But trademark pop, if they can clear that, maybe would drum up some more interest. But for now, RRQ, they are making the right call. Swing into the corner, Cushy.
Gila anjing.
Both going to be taken down. The Seekers immediately invested. Telling all. As Paper X have to clear these out.
The pings came down.
Delay lagi ini.
Great recognition from RRQ.
30 seconds left.
They're
Kok kelas gini guys, RRQ guys.
already.
Time dwindling here. Jemkin starting to slide back.
Ah,
Taunt clear, but
Oh.
Experiments just playing this angle. No one watching to try to keep Jing covered. Just completely, utterly exposed and dealt with. The time now basically gone. Trying to get this plan through. Looking nigh impossible as the cleanup will come in. Bonus converted. RRQ. Off to a fantastic
Bisa
start
lagi
so far
flashnya,
on
anjing.
their opponent's map pick.
And it's great map presence, but Paper Rex just takes a really long time to feel comfortable working through this Showers angle. They heard the TP from Cushy over from B, and they immediately wanted to try to get behind him to go for the pick, but the players on site got pressured and went for a TP out. Trying to kind of bait RRQ away from that angle potentially while they double back, but the RRQ reads it immediately. Immediately there were pings and Showers.
Lucky gameplay now for Jing. 3 stingers.
Jing force by PRX guys. Kita lihat. Ramen Sao anjing, force by anjing.
Where Jemkin has the operator that they were trying to actively avoid in the previous. Flash will connect, but Monyet having the drop
Lebih
back.
cepet kah?
Shows up and over the top, but Treat a little bit slow here because she's still catching a glimpse that it's just
Wah gila banget anjing.
on exit.
Wah,
Monyet
goblok.
cleans up 3 because she gets the other 2. It's a flaw.
RRQ kuat gini guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Percaya gue anjing.
Bind for us is in store. If Alex
Baru game one, cok.
It is.
Yeah,
Enggak, tapi tetap di luar nalar anjing.
put a stop to the madness. Oh, the TP
3 kali si
Monyet
PRX gagal setupnya.
was something huge. And they are so loud down there.
Kelas monyet.
They're trying
Monyet
to get
anjing,
that
monyet anjing.
high early. For sure, already some concerning signs here for Paper Rex. As they are just getting blown out of the water. And
Mana,
it's
Cok?
not really close. I mean, most of these
Kenapa
rounds have
gitu?
been 3-4 players of RRQ surviving at the end of it.
Tuh, gimana game
He's going to be
itu?
flush.
Ah,
Ini mana, Ji? Kenapa Discord,
rounds
Bangsa?
against full buy rounds.
lalu ini apa? Timeout. Emang kagak ke share screen?
Enggak Discord. Yang share.
Oh, sorry.
Some RRQ fans out there.
Nah.
Fan. He's just kind of been able to chill mostly, a few big opening kills, and then let his teams do the rest of the work. Sometimes as a chamber, that's what happens.
Yeah.
They smoke shower.
Guys, hopping for
Ready?
sure.
All there.
No, it's not. Piper here.
Smoke though. They need.
Yes,
We just go away now.
Yeah, let's go. Kind of only one flash.
I'm gonna go
left.
shower Sevilla. Sky and Raze B. I think there's 3 B.
Oh, it is a correct call. 3 players are on the B side of the map.
Aduh, salah baca kah?
Moving forward into the showers. Jimkin. Not going to be clearing that, just holding the.
Monyet. Retake aja nyet.
Just dry swinging it. Pays the iron price as Jemkin. 4-0 start for him on this chamber now.
Si Jemkin juga kelas banget lagi.
Four to take it. Monyet arriving from behind. The showstopper going to be drawn in and up and over the top. They land right next to each other, but Monyet's
Kelas monyet anjing, monyet ngentot. Monyet lu.
Finds the shorty draw on to Envy. 5-0 now on the chamber. As it is just Divide. Jemkin has him in his sights.
Jemkin juga gacor, guys.
Yeah, well, we just heard Ewok say on the desk, you know, how do you beat Paper X? Well, one of the ways you can think about it is just embrace the chaos, and fair amount of that showers here in this round. You know, Jing trying to use his mobility, but Monyet outdoes him. Monyet looking real comfortable on Raze.
Oh, pro player gitu ya, guys ya.
Not exactly sure.
Full shield-nya ngurang 9 jadi 41, tapi tetap beli lagi, guys. Catat.
Pretty nice.
It's been obviously going, for the Neon quite a bit when he was playing the.
Oke, PRX Iko ya.
Now you're just trying to figure something out. You don't even have the. Where's the wall down? Oh, it's in short there for Divide. Now I see it.
There's no real way to try to walk up. You kind of watched by Crazy Guy. There's a trademark even if you make it to the corner of lamps.
Yeah, and you know, who knows if that's where the operator is. You can see a lot of this early part of the round is fact-finding missions. We heard it in the comms. This time they're gonna back off Cushy. Monyet swooping in.
Showstopper online. Jing grabbing the orb there. You gotta let her rip in this round. Playing into the 4-player stack on this side of the site is just gonna be mollies and nades sent flying. Something the only one who's really been able to scale forward is Envy left out into the open. Forsaken will be able to find one. Jing gets another. Xpharaoh take it down. Tagged at 43.
Anjay. Rifty kah?
Finds a kill.
Rifty
fashion for Paper Rex to try to get themselves on the board.
Last player standing.
Crazy Guy left to his own devices, spotting out one, gets the kill, but the counter swing is there. So Thrifty will be the fashion in which Paper Rex get their first win.
Seems about right for Paper Rex. It's just a bit of a pause here, but it's good early pressure that they're able to create at long B that forces back kind of the heavy stack and opens up the ability for something to use that TP, create that extra angle as well. And even though he doesn't get any kills initially, he's still a big part of the push forward. You're creating his angle, plus you've got long, plus you've got hookah. That gives you really favorable fire solutions for Paper Rex.
All right, you've got 4 ultimates and 1 charge away from having 5.
Gotta get him to go in this round before the cycles come through for RRQ as well.
Something caught outside of market. Double push out from B long. One of the ultimates now nullified.
The response from RRQ previous round, they got bullied out of that space, so they just go right back and say, well, we can do that too. That's a huge ult out of the equation.
Taking it for themselves, and Cushy on the jiggle peak, not going to get caught up. Able to back away, Boombot clears up the rest of the garden, as is the Prowler. Paint Shell, however, from Monette holds them back. Smoke's now starting to fall, but there's the spot out. Rocket will connect. Jing able to find one. Now the orbital strike going to be called in. Cushy cooked as Forsaken takes him down with the ult. That's 2 invested though, and they still need to make their way forward into the site. With those 2 kills, they should be well slated for it. Jemkin, however, swapping off the operator into the Phantom, wants to try to play this out, knows that he has the tour de force.
Dilawan ya.
What can try to deal some damage, if not get the clutch. Jing still boosted up. Spots in the spray, however, rough eventually does get the kill, but Devi out from Tube, able to find it before any kind of flicks can happen. So Paper Rex get back to back.
Yeah, even with the dimensional drift removed from the equation early.
Perex ngamuk ya.
Saw him right as he was coming up. Fishy here. Just gets tagged up and stuck. Thought for a moment since I saw
Forsaken.
Indy had gotten the assist that maybe some of the util had landed, but just a little bit of spam. Nice work. Getting those ult cycles to be in their favor. A miss.
Just a hair off from that one. Jing can breathe a sigh of relief. Force the rendezvous. Gets out. And now Paper X starting to lean towards the B side of the map, which is very much the weaker side. Xfero rotating over to try to reinforce it.
You got that dimensional drift. You got a nightfall. There you go.
Drift out. He didn't check behind. Okay, now sees it. Spotting 2 players for a second. Looked like that was going to be just incoming disaster. As orbital strike forces something deeper into the site, but no one's at home to try to find this punish. 2 players at hookah, 1 at elbow. The RX still needing to bring the spike forward. Sparrow just lingering here within this smoke. The double push coming through. Looking for the transfer, cannot make it happen. Jing able to make it a 1-for-1. Now in play here onto the site. Till dwindling for RRQ. Jing tries to hold the doorway. Forsaken. Well, he'll just find both there in hookah.
Whoa!
Double face in towards backside, though the shorty gonna be drawn out. It's gonna be Jeff able to find it.
Turun anjing ultinya. Gila. Gokil.
Select the kill. Jemkin gets a third, makes it
Nice
a
retake
headshot
ya.
for good measure.
What a play anjing.
RRQ. Reestablish control.
Ay, si bomo karayo yang dia.
Using Crazy Guy as a drone for himself there. So great for Paper X. Forsaken reestablishes hookah control. Got the pit down. Oh,
Gokil lah.
Use him as a drone.
Sting binatang ya guys ya.
$10, 2, and 0. Jemkin working wonders. Jing!
Anjing.
Gokil Jing.
Screw the rest around. Replay right now. Just roll it. Roll it.
Yeah,
roll
yeah,
it.
This is done.
It's over.
This round is very over.
What in the hell just happened?
They just stacked up and Jing killed him.
He just like blast banged up long and just
Saving OP gak sih?
dunked on him.
He's the only one who can do that. He's the only
Yap,
player
saving
on the
OP
planet that can do
sepertinya.
that.
Huh.
Yeah. We even get to see it. It just
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, that's not even, you can't even blame Prius for that.
No. No. Oh, we still could
Well,
if you want to.
Silky might.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so fast and unexpected.
I feel like we should just encourage Sliggy to just be, you know, the devil's on his shoulder. Just get him to be as toxic as possible.
Crazy guy.
Okay. For the
Can we
moment-
please see it at
The
least?
moment we've all been waiting for.
He didn't even
Okay.
flashbang. He
I
just
thought
walked up.
he did. Yeah, he
Spraynya kayak gua banget ya.
poison orb and
Iya
then
lagi anjing.
lined up
Sis
for
banget
Gila.
Epos galang.
So we can take
the tiniest little gap.
Dikit Javu gua.
Yeah.
I
mean,
like, come on, man.
Sis
How you
persis.
getting away with that?
Pos galang
I don't
banget
even
itu.
know if that was worth a timeout. I don't know if I would use one there. The only reason I say that is that was just one of those, hey, crap happens.
Yeah. Well,
Nothing wrong strategically, I'd say.
all the same, Jovi making the intervention here. See what the adjustments do end up looking like off the back of this one, but I don't mind it necessarily. Obviously, you don't want to have that momentum build up for Paper X, and a round like that from Jing is certainly one that can inspire the rest of the players.
True.
Start pulling off the same shenanigans, so.
Yeah, I mean, Jing has been so good last year into this year. A lot of the ability to play some of his comfort and also flex off of it, be successful. 7-7 on the raise, 10-2 for Jemkin on the chamber. Difference maker for sure. Forsaken's into another ult already.
And Jing just one away from having that showstopper.
Yep.
Seekers some pit to try to contend with. As well, jumping forward, Jemkin. Backpedaling, not getting caught by that orbital strike.
Got rid of the rendezvous.
Gets rid of the Prowler, gets rid of the Boombot as well. Something at the same time, he's TP'd
Waduh,
right past
kulik ya. Outnya satu.
Sparrow.
Oh,
Is absolutely
pas
destroyed,
banget
Bola
anjing.
completely catching them off guard. What an
Ayo
adjustment
pas
call
galang
from
mah
Paper
gitu.
Rex off the back of RQ's timeout. By now watching around the back. Being a little bit
Dua
weak,
flank.
peek from Munget, able to find the punish, and suddenly Paper
Dua
Rex
flank,
maybe
satu heaven.
overstepping a bit.
Showstopper and
Landing kah?
Seekers.
Crazy guy on the peak, tucks back away. Seeker's now going to be let loose.
Spike planted.
Facing forward, Jing continuing to try to duel this one out as Showstopper.
Oke, monyet ulti ya guys ya.
Forsaken able to find one. Showstopper will connect. Jing going to be taken down to 2v2. He's connecting. Zinvi swinging onto the corner, unable to find it.
Timing.
Down to Forsaken now. Finds the first.
Forsaken magut.
Sees him holding it, re-swings out. Takes the
Yes,
punch, wins it.
goal.
Red Bull clutch for Forsaken. For Paper Rex to continue on their merry way.
This is a beautiful execute to start this round from Paper Rex. You use the
Anjing,
orbital strike
kepikiran dia,
from
pantes
Jemkin
ngeplan
out,
di
destroy
situ,
the
bangsat.
rendezvous,
Dia
force him
naik
to the
ya.
back of truck where your TP
Segitu,
cuts all the way
anjing.
through the Viper's pit, right to where Jemkin went. Stellar. This is then it becomes typical Paper Rex.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh god, are they gonna lose this round? No, Forsaken's there to clutch it out.
Cleans it up. Something tells me, Alex, you know, a sigh of relief, but still some frustration.
Oh god, yeah.
As Showstopper from Jing now going to be coming through, and Crazy Guy's just left on an island, nowhere really to go. Little frantic backpedal is on yet, just paint shelling Cushy.
Ini apa sih dilawan anjing? Gila banget.
All the same though, everyone
Berani juga lau.
That's a flawless for Paper Rex to now be within touching
Tadi
distance.
temannya di granat anjing.
Connect at the half.
A little bit of frustration there from Envy despite these
Dari
rounds.
muka di
Panik,
granat anjing.
He's not been able to get that involved here. He's 1-9 right now.
Yeah.
And I you know, it's got to be tough. So much pressure on this new player's shoulders to come in here and perform for this superstar team.
Come on. Easy, take ball. Don't worry, boy.
Trying to keep the vibes up to the rest of the guys.
Anjing sengit ya.
Jemkin once again. With the off.
2-3. Ah, nggak begitu, cok. Nggak sampai 2-3 anjing.
Forces the rendezvous. He's back into Lamps. Jing's trying to run him
Oh
down.
gila anjing.
Catches him 3 feet off the ground. Finds the
Goblok.
second, something now
Tipis
dead.
itu anjing,
Paper Rex
tipis
has
banget.
this round slipping away. Here's RQ.
Gokil anjing.
All but locking up that 7-5 half. Taken out of the smoke. Solid readjustment.
Kayak another flick ya.
The punish. Spike still in hand. Just stuck here for Envy. He and Devi have their work cut out for them. Shorty into the smoke.
2v5 anjing, what the fuck.
Drop dead basically at Lamps. They have no real sight control, no real information about other players' positions.
Ayolah Invi.
Go for the play behind Dice. It's crazy guy.
Pasti bisa kamu Invi.
Defy
Wah,
hits the flick.
Davai dapat 2 anjing.
That's down 2. Crazy guy and Xpero both taken out. Paper X now.
Planted.
Looking to try to be on for
Anjing.
2v5
Wah
now.
gila anjing.
It would be an ace to
Kira-kira
divide.
pas dia.
bisa gitu. Gimana ngafalinnya ya anjing?
Just a bite remaining to try to delay
Kawan gak
this.
nih Davai di sini?
No one
Wah,
low.
triple pick mereka anjing.
Kagak dah. Dia ngeliatin shot.
Hana dul set.
Swing in the corner. Monyet just a little
Swing
bit
bareng
closer.
ya.
Moves will be in, and RQ will establish a lead at the half, but just
Nah itu tadi
Barely.
plannya kan di situ di mana di triple, di balik triple. Di balik default. Terus dia ngelempar molly ke situ ya. Bisa ya kayak gitu ya.
I don't mind this play here.
here we go.
Aduh itu aim gua banget lagi anjing.
Locked in. But I don't mind that play there to blast back towards Jemkin because you know that where that rendezvous went. He was so far.
Oke, kita lihat guys apakah RRQ tetap menjadi raja dari segala raja guys saat attack. Kita lihat ya guys ya.
He blasts back in there. He hits a great shot. Okay, but maybe Jing just didn't get as high as he wanted there. I'm not sure. Follow up from something, not able to do anything either, and that's kind of round over. Yeah, I was gonna say this guy's been a monster.
Kita lihat RRQ.
A big performance from Jemkin. I mean, demands respect and has to be feared no matter what he's playing. But
Yes.
whether it's the viewer or the chamber, continuing to put up some very filthy numbers for RQ. Bricks though with a chance to try to jumpstart the engine coming into the second half. That first pistol, pretty brutal for them. Off the back of that opening shot from Jemkin's headhunter, so something to be avoided here. Wanting to see the desk slammed.
Yeah. I mean, he probably has already, but
I'll tell you what, IKEA loves Alex.
they do.
So many sales.
I don't know why they're not a sponsor of him at this point.
Yuk Jemkin all in headhunter ya guys ya.
2000.
Langsung saja ya. Kita lihat apakah headhunter beneran headhunter guys.
He'll do it. He'll
We're
do
gonna
it
see that today.
100%.
Osmas.
And again,
Sorry.
4-1 splits. Look at Paper X. They're like, we know what you did on your pistol round. We're doing it too. Except now they're moving a little bit ahead of schedule, and Devi in trouble potentially if they were pushing off that. But that's all just fake pressure.
Well, they hear the sheriff.
Man,
Back away, and this does have them funneled into the stack.
Invi.
what a read here for Paper X.
Up. Kamu pasti bisa Invi.
Have their strong side where it needs to be.
Oke, keluar smoke. Oke, monyet udah entry ya guys ya.
Come through. Spam, tag damage.
Oke, Invi nggak berani ngepick.
Crazy guy in the corner. He will survive for now, but not until Forsaken swoops out. But there's Jemkin striking once again, and Monyet getting involved. Runs down
Kontak
the
dia.
enemy Brimstone. It's going to be a player advantage in the hands of RRQ once more.
Double pick. Hana dul set.
Swing in the corner. Cushy going to be good for one. Looking for the second. Doesn't manage to make it happen. Something bites back a little bit more, but Jing with that sheriff going to have to do an immense amount of work as something falls to 24. The fuse being started.
Oh.
Tap. Now they rotate back, but need to make a move of this. They have no idea of Xpero's position.
No info anjing. Kelas banget.
Time pretty much already gone.
Gantian chamber, main kontak chamber.
Follow
Crisply will take down something. Both pistols in the hands of RRQ.
Yeah, that's huge. RRQ is going to give themselves a phenomenal chance to take away Paper X's map pick. Just again, that chamber so valuable. Finding those kills with the headhunter. Something, putting on a pretty nice little performance there on low health. Able to get a couple kills, but at the end of the day, the positions that RRQ is able to set up in, able to take that space, you know, nobody pushed showers, so that little setup that Paper X went for at the beginning of the round doesn't amount to really much in terms of denying RRQ anything.
Oke, monyet langsung Phantom ya.
Full retake anyway. So, just like almost all the way there on the read, just a couple steps short. Now it's Forsaken with the shorty this time. 3 sheriffs and a bandit. So it's a decent little investment into this eco for Paper X. Just can they keep this obscured enough? They're making a lot of noise though.
Jemkin ready and waiting.
Sulit kah?
Marshall's been doing significant work here in Pacific so far. This time though, only going to be good for the 1 kill. Marshall scooped up something on the TP. Right there around the corner is Xparrow. Known as he finds Jing, but will get traded back.
Dibuka aja.
Bandit keeps it into a 3v3.
Spike planted.
Scoops up that stinger, and now there's a chance for Paper Rex to try to pull off this Thrifty.
2 shower.
Firepower is still very much in hand for RRQ. Inby spotting one. Ooh, my dead on that flank angle. Tiny bits of damage found, whittling away at him, but it's going to force an armor rebuy rather than find the kill. Then again, does have the regen, so Crazy Guy keeps himself alive. 3 players surviving. Anti-Eco goes the way of RRQ, now up by 4 rounds.
Yeah, and this means you're going to have to cut a little bit here for Paper X. I can already see a Guardian coming out. The bait and switches here are pretty nice. You know, setting up
Kelas
for each
Invi.
other, making
Kira
it an
ngekill
even
kamu ya.
advantage. Still, you're down in the gun advantage. Need someone to connect with a headshot. One of those bandits, sheriffs. Instead, RRQ just opts to just stick together, play for the
Move
trade.
lagi
Even
anjing.
at even numbers, you have the advantage as the attackers in those scenarios.
Setup macam apa itu? Bagus banget flashnya anjing. What the fuck?
Kak, dia kena flash sendiri, Cok.
Oh iya.
Iya.
Gua kira ini Sky-nya anjing.
Enggak, dia kena flash sendiri. Jadi nabi anjing.
Kelas monyet. Gak apa-apa tuh, kayak gitu wajar, manusiawi guys. Pro player juga kayak gitu guys, santai aja anjing. Ini monyet berani juga solo duelis. Entry suka-suka nih. Kelas Invi. Si tahu Invi. Monyet masih belum ketahuan kah?
Berarti ketahuan harusnya.
Oh ketahuan ya.
Step deh. Nggak step. Casterin.
He's at the ready, knows exactly where Cushy is. But the time is starting to get away from him. The spot on the head, the dink!
Ding.
Puts up the 33. But
Invi, kamu bisa Invi.
The round is over, the boat is converted. They'll find a
Kelas
kill
Invi.
at best. But RQ
Santai Invi, gak usah panik Invi.
away from taking this bind.
And that's another bonus converted on top of it all for RRQ. This is so close for Envy. It's been a struggle of a map for him. Almost finds a hero play. Monyet just
Anjing mendaratnya di atas itu lagi pas banget anjing.
raise department. Oh man, that's so tough. Gotta feel good. Over in Indonesia, RRQ is up by 5 rounds right now. And it's a weak bye. Be carried over the Phantom. 3 sheriffs, something with just a classic. And RRQ can just chill and wait. They know Paper X is gonna try stuff. Yep.
Try swinging on the Jemkin once
Tipis
again.
anjing.
It's just been so very clean. There's the heal out from Cushy. So damage suffered, completely nullified. As Paper Rex have reallocated the resources back over to A, but RQ start marching forward towards this B site.
Toxins going up.
And again,
Well,
drawing their forces back. Devi on the push, gets himself out towards Fountain. Trademark will be able to spot him there in the middle of market.
they're gonna have to make a choice. Does he try to create some attention? If he just waits for this execute to go.
30 seconds left.
Here's the trademark now.
Yeah,
Set up a poison orb.
now you can go.
Skip past it, but teleporter's now going to be taken. As Forsaken trying to run him down, puts Monyet down to 7 HP, but cannot come up with the kill. Divide from this angle, needing to do a hell of a lot. It's bought some time. Whittled away at Jemkin, taking him low, but it's out into the opening. Sparrow with a cross angle. Does strike him down.
Oh,
Forward, Jing, a fantastic headshot. Invi, making use of that carried over.
Invi,
Now
kelas.
into the 1v1. Crazy guy, able to draw back, avoids the nightfall. And as he pushes, Invi shall fall. Close but no cigar. RRQ, another step towards taking this map.
I love the preparedness from RRQ for the TP plays, the quick TP plays. Just, yeah, again, Jemkin's got something's number. Yeah, they're so ready for that. The crazy guy sitting there waiting quite a while in case another player came through. And he's the one who, in the long run, is able to win the round. Yeah, they're in full control now, 2 away.
Jing's just sending it, will be able to
Oh,
something. Operator online, catches crazy guy, and it's the best advantage.
GG
Best chance the
Satchel
Paper
ini.
Rex have had in quite some time.
Schedule out.
A little early pressure.
Celak. Celak.
And that 2-player advantage. Jemkin, however, still here, but
Ngeri banget Invi ngepicknya ini.
might have anticipated, so shot cannot come through.
Bahaya kamu.
Yeah, I mean, you're finally able to get into this operator for something, but it's just been so long. Lost.
Either retain it.
Yeah.
Hilo set up. Jing good for 1, but Xpero good for both.
Ini mau saving kah?
Those early advantages start slipping away. Still favored, still with the player advantage, but Divide peeks this one, okay.
Wow.
Doesn't overstep it. Puts the spike down on the floor.
That's so
Jemkin.
well played.
Deserving respect here. Needs
Oh,
to be
oh.
get caught off guard on the flank.
What,
Taking
for
out,
you?
takes him down. Paper Rex fighting back, but still it ends up being at such heavy cost.
Yeah, I mean, it's their first round of the half.
Kelas Invi.
Took a lot
Eh,
to get
kencang
there.
banget anjing.
Huge advantages early, and it's
Bisa
still
pas
feels
gitu, guys.
uncomfortable. Let's see that again.
Tas. Anjing gua banget, gila.
Asli, real.
This is
Iya banget
great
lagi.
work on that angle to make sure that he isolates that one fight. Okay. I mean, look at all these ults.
Dapat OP something.
RQ gonna use at least the tour de force. It's an eco.
Might just be good enough though, especially as Kushi shuts down Jing. Weapon will be watched as Devi refills the space at Hookah. Not a full turn of the flash.
Buta, anjing.
Invi now putting himself in
Invi!
position. Gonna be a bit of that damage there, and then Kushi just counterfires back through the orbital. Gets himself a 3K. Now the Seeker's leading. Something at backside with the op tag down to 24. Has to relocate as Forsaken tries to slot in from behind.
Spike planted.
Jumps up onto the ledge. Smoke's down. Smoke to be cycled down. Something trying to set him up with the flash. Sends it, but Kushi pushes the elbow. Gets the 4K and Jemkin
Ace kah?
trained in on the angle.
Sky terbaik di kebun jeruk.
Jump out, the shot to fly. TP back to Garden. Trailblazer now chasing. Kushi potentially in for an ace, but Jemkin will just take it. A thrifty of their own for RRQ to get up to map point. Paper Rex needing 6 in a row.
It just gets so scrappy and whoa, that's so fast from
Anjing
Kushi.
pakai klasik, bro.
Pop flash to follow it up.
2 hit ya.
Just enough of a
Pas ya
corner
itu
here,
ya.
he can
2
see
ke
those traces.
ke kepala ya.
Envy had a Vandal that time. He's been using the Phantom almost exclusively, and the one time he had a Vandal. Cost him.
Timeout.
Might have cost Paper X that round.
Like Manya just said, Kushi kickoff is back. And yeah, he's been instrumental in both this game as well as their previous.
Him and Jemkin right now are lights out with how clean they are.
Final timeout call for Paper Rex.
Minta digiwas lagi anjing.
Yeah, not really an audience full of smiles like we're used to seeing with them on the stage. This has been a very rocky start to the set.
Yeah, Definitely not how you drew it up. Don't know if it was just the chamber that's kind of throwing them off a
Brother,
little
ooh.
bit, or just in general. I mean, again,
Everything looks off.
Yeah, again, it goes
Off.
like I was just thinking, like, goes back to that GE game. It did look off.
I mean, previously, when the Envy was trying to play out the 1v1 versus Cushy, got the kill and then escaped. I mean, he hit him with a seize and then tapped the spike. You can't hear it.
Right.
What's the point?
Right. Why not just run him down at that point?
Flash through the teleporter, trying to set up for this hookah peek, but no one home. Jing stays set behind that box for now. 2 rifles to try to make a go of this. Forsaken with the other, about to be under some pressure here at Lamps. Showstopper though. Look at the guy them forward, checks around towards showers, nothing gonna be spotted. Paper X just have to respect this, they have to play back.
Oh, look at crazy guy.
A little bit of damage found there, and yeah, crazy guy trying to take the fight. Jing bouncing at him, draws out the weapon, just shuts him down. Envy now.
Tenang banget anjing.
Forsaken gonna be taken out at the same time as Envy can only find the 1 kill. Something in Divide, all the weapons lost, it's just the sheriffs now. Phantom does get collected. Ward onto the site, the tap of the fuse, something playing point, able to find the first. Cushy here within the poison orb. Divide, a shot onto Xpero, but now something scrambling to try to work his way back over. We'll just get caught up in the crossfire. 13-6, RRQ. Making a statement on their return to the stage here today. They take down Paper Rex.
Ayo J, oh no, balik ke 12 tiba-tiba. Iya, Cok. Invi kurang banget sih anjing.
Nightmare for everybody that's been running
Butuh galang, Cok.
Apa?
Butuh galang anjing.
Butuh Evos galang ya.
And of course, Cushy continues to be stellar in so many different regards as that initiator fragger.
Rex butuh Evos galang ya.
Asli, asli.
I mean, this RRQ team, they all stick together. It's the same 5 that ended last year together. And they are doing just fine.
Yeah, looking absolutely excellent. The Paper Rex looking out of sorts. A lot to work on and to talk about in what is going to be a very short break. So get ready to go over to Pearl. Curious, what flavor do we even see from Paper X going into that map? Is the Phoenix something that's going to be played? It is, of course, going to be a consideration, but something that, given what we saw from this bind, RQ absolutely will be prepared to deal with.
Mapik siapa ini? Nggak tahu.
Certainly could.
Ntar, gimana sih?
Who's Chase?
So much more. He was
So
what
Watch room to go crazy.
We are gonna see the
weather
king your
is
I think
sick there. Minnesota.
yeah,
To be noted. Only one.
But in
American.
anything right. It's against them.
pick up on raise for the low.
All right, best of luck to you guys.
Jovi.
All right.
Going into this year, they felt like these 5 players can
To the chamber. And vice versa. Or extremely different.
Time I
Or of course.
the what
has been kind of a nice map for them. I think obviously being able to play
Pere-
that raise is
oh,
a very
Perex, anjing.
duelist fit, and we will be ending on Breeze, which we also saw from Paper X. So
Di
RRQ
sini
will be able to have
Pearl.
some reads on what they've already shown here.
Yeah, I definitely think
Itu Breeze.
the
Ini apa sih Pearl ya? Sini ya. Benci banget lagi gua sama
defense side,
Pearl.
the chamber looked really good. Could get
Yeah.
all of those first kills for them. The defense side, I think, is where that comp is really going to shine. I was interested how this comp was going to look like on the attack side, and how Moniette was going to enter into the side being the solo raise, but then them winning bonuses, double pistol. They didn't have to worry about the attack side too much
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I love it that Moniette steps up so big in this game. This is still a little bit of a revenge match for him, you know? He's
Yeah.
played with those boys. He knows how it is on that other side. He's found a home here in RRQ.
MVP-nya
He's
Moniette
topping the
ya.
ACS charts there. Big shout out to him, especially after such a weak match.
Wih,
one
chambernya
side.
Jemkin boleh-boleh juga guys.
Step up there, and
Ini
now
dia
active
dari tadi bawa-bawa Karayo nih.
look at the stats congrats on this, and what luck that I'm beside two coaches who have happened to have won yet under their wings at some point in their careers, right? Because he's one of those players that when you tell him like it's okay to go chaotic, he will absolutely bring the chaos to a team like Paper Rex. And on the side of Paper Rex, it's a little unusual that they weren't as. I mean, yes, you did see a lot of W. You did see a lot of good multi kills from like players like Devi, but there wasn't a lot of that iconic synergy just yet on this team. We talked a lot about how against GE they didn't exactly look as good as they once did, but now against RQ it's looking like the same story.
They are looking a little bit flat, and for me, what I'm a little bit more concerned about, they look a little bit too similar, is the word I would use, to how they've looked in the past. Yes, they're using this composition that they've used so much in the past, but I think you need to, even if you're using the same composition, you need to bring a couple new things, because at this point, RQ's played against this, everyone's played against it, there's so many votes. You need to make sure you're not getting too used to it and just doing the same thing over and over, because at the moment PaperX looks a bit flat.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I think it's tough because the meta has evolved to this double duelist, and we're seeing more and more teams play comps that PaperX have used to play. You know, it's not a
Gua restart dulu, guys.
PaperX to PaperX thing
Oke.
anymore. It's not surprising
Emang ambil paham.
double duelist anymore, and it's all kind of feeling the same. And now I think RRQ just had the read on that, especially in that first half, and they couldn't find that aggression, they couldn't find that spark that we're so used to seeing from Paper Rex.
Yeah, by now every team in Pacific knows exactly what to expect when it's Paper Rex, right? And all the players know what to expect as well. Jemkin expected every single thing, and when you look at the highlights that we have here from Jemkin, oh my goodness, he could just read them.
Yeah, we spoke about this in the pre-match. Jemkin on this chamber, he's able to get that op out into that double duelist, and it's such a great matchup. And you have the man hitting shots like this, Ewok. He looked unstoppable.
Yeah, he was doing similar things to Francis was doing on the bind as well with the operator. It's so important to pick off these double duelists when the Fade is the only one that can try and stop you. There's rounds that are known, and we had them for the longest time. They are known as this is they're doing Paper X.
Yeah.
This is they're Paper X A, Paper X B. We've had these, we've incorporated into our own playbook when we played their comp and everything, so they're used to it.
Yeah.
They've seen it, it's been around, so the reactions, of course, now are a lot more clean and a little bit maybe like a little bit more expected at this point. And for Paper X is a team that's been so good at innovating and bringing new things, they need to be careful of being the team that's all of a sudden has the word connected to them of being expected.
Yeah, the last thing they want to do is fall behind in this meta. You know, playing against Paper X used to be impossible because no one ever prepared you for it. No team scrimmed like Paper X played. You couldn't get that foothold, you couldn't understand their play style, but it felt like RRQ had every single answer. Jemkin had every single answer. I think Paper X's backs are truly against the ropes right now.
And there's the, you know, the integral phrase, right? Used to be. It used to be that you would play a certain way versus Paper Rex, or they used to play a certain way. Suddenly, they seem to be looking like the team where you can expect everything. We cut to what was going on behind the scenes in the team rooms, and you noticeably saw a lot of disappointment on the side of Paper Rex.
Yeah.
You saw, you know, Alex clearly with his head down. You saw almost little to no movement from the players. You can tell that the energy has dipped quite a bunch in that room, and you can tell that, you know, the players know it themselves.
Yeah, but the thing about Paper X is you can never count them out. They do always have this X factor. They can always find their footing in a series. It's not over until it's over for this squad, but there has to be a bit of a turnaround. That's not the map one we want to see from them, and that's their own pick. We're moving into Pearl, a map RRQ have chosen into this series. So what have Paper X got cooked up there?
GGK ke map RRQ. Ya cok, abis ini di Pearl.
They want to bring, but I want it to be something different. I want it to be unique. You know, maybe we even see a Brimstone at this point. They've you know, we've seen them play that on Breeze. I want to see them play something that feels like Paper X again.
Well, we saw Paper X be a little bit flat, but the other thing
RRQ band split itu genius sih ya.
this guy once again with the
Perex dengan splitnya gacor sekali ya.
the fights there in hookah and then in elbow on B side. That was such an important round to make sure that Paper X can't get back into that match. He is absolutely explosive right now.
Yeah, for sure. And sometimes you can tell that RRQ, when they get a little excited, when they get a little explosive, as you mentioned, Ewok, it can sometimes lead into some small mistakes. But what was impressive about that first map was that they actually knew when to stop themselves.
Yep.
They didn't let themselves get too ahead, and that quick adaptation is also, I think, what saved them. Because previously, RRQ maybe would be some of those teams that would let those mistakes get to their heads. But I'm so happy that this time around, they actually seemed like, you know what? Shake off the previous round. Let's go back. Let's do what we always do.
And they're winning pistols.
Yeah.
How
Two-
much easier would it have been if we
That's
just did the
crazy.
whole of last year with winning pistols,
I mean,
guys?
2 pistols, 2 bonuses is
Oh, you
massive. It's-
really can't ask for more.
Yeah, it's hard to lose a map when you win
Yeah.
both pistols, both bonuses, but they still have to get those rounds across the line.
Yeah,
That's
for
not
sure.
an easy thing to do. You'll know that yourself quite
Yeah.
clearly. So it's a great start for them.
Yeah, if they can continue converting pistols like they've been doing so far, they've been looking really good on the pistols. And I'm curious to see if they're going to stay with the chamber, they
Yeah.
stay with Neon. I'm curious to
hope
see this comp. I have maybe some slight insight that I'll have to wait
Whoa.
and see.
Oh, spoilers!
soon.
Wait, that's privileged information. Oh my gosh, Ewok. Don't spoil it. You're ruining
I'll
the
have
magic.
to
You're
see.
ruining the production
Wow.
magic here, okay?
We might see some Phoenix.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay,
Ooh.
before we get too much ahead of ourselves, we are going into Pearl, and as Paper Thin mentioned as all, that is a possibility, as is the chamber. It's been working so well for Jemkin. I don't see why you should switch
Yeah.
off at this
Yeah,
time, especially
agreed.
when he's in the zone.
I want to see him back on that chamber. He was electric map number 1. And if Paper X want to run more double duelists, I think it's great against it. I also
Yeah.
think chamber fits the map very well on Pearl, so I would definitely expect to see him run it.
Yeah, it's Jemkin after their match
Seksu
last
baku,
week, he actually
seksu
came out of the zone and then he came
baku.
straight to me and he said, "Why did you never let me play chamber? Look what's happening with the chamber." And then
Why?
Jemkin, just to remember, I did let you play on Lotus, by
Well,
the way.
There you go. We have Jemkin back on the chamber. We have, oh, wait, this is kickoff, 2025. We have Crazy Guy on the tail.
I really do like the Teo actually on this map. The salvos make a lot of sense, but it's especially the drone that's so good because you can just go all through A and all the way down B long when you're on the defense side for information, and for the attack side is Crazy Guy really likes calling when he's playing on the Teo.
I mean, it makes sense. I love that Teo against the Yoru when you're able to kind of cancel out the TP.
Yeah.
You can leave the Yoru high and dry a lot of times. Over on the side of PRX, it's that double duelist. Jing is on the waylay. Nothing crazy for this team.
It's not nothing too crazy. Both of them gonna go for the Astra and the Sovas. Nothing too crazy, but I think we're gonna see a lot of fighting in mid potentially.
Well, there's a potential for a lot of
Seksu
crazy
baku,
things to get into
seksu
the game.
baku.
Heading into Pearl, our second
Seksu
map of this series.
baku,
We're gonna toss it over
seksu
to Julian and
baku.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Map 2, a must-win for Paper Rex. Jemkin staying on that chamber, but Jing brings out the melee for the first time in VCT. Has played
Aku numpang watch party ya. Boleh.
Invitational when he had, but this is third time
Sok.
overall that he's
Dengan
played
senang hati, dengan senang hati.
First time that we'll see it here on the Pacific stage.
Yeah, to me it feels like an agent that should suit him. I almost said should shoot him, and I'm like, no. He wants to shoot other people.
Yes.
Should suit him very nicely, I think. I think it suits his playstyle.
Kita nyalain lampu dulu, guys.
Right now is just how do you deal with this chamber? Because Jemkin had as many first kills as all of Paper X combined.
Ini Teho dia. Crazy guy.
That's gotta end. You gotta find ways to shut that guy down. And
Invi pakai sofa, guys. Akhirnya, guys. Lagi bau kah? Fate-nya kah?
I don't know if it matters how good he's been.
Well, Paper X starting off with a game back on the A side of the map.
Davai pakai kill bill.
Now go full swooping rotation across the B, and are gonna have to just go ahead and work their way right back to where they started.
Monyet pakai neon, guys. Solo duelist.
Take as much space as he can. So 2 players sent for now. Devi still watching around mid doors. As with the TP forward, something does further bolster their defenses here.
Pick.
Out. Jemkin once again able to find it with that headhunter. Runs out of bullets, and Jing will be able to collect, but not before getting tagged. So
What?
down to 45.
Ya.
Bolt from Monyet to try to delay as Crazy Guy pushes forward and shock darts. Gotta get these in. It's gonna be a bit of damage there onto Cushy, but the kill not bounced. Spike now in play, and Cushy backpedaling, still able to find a kill. Getting the player advantage right back over to RRQ. Shock darts now. Scrapple goes out in V. Taken down in the
Monyet anjing.
able to find Monyet from that stairs side.
Okay, post plan.
down to Devi. The 1v2, solid damage found, but has to push forward.
Double pick gak sih?
The headshot, crazy guy. Out of the equation, looking for the hold to half, but Expero peeking just before he
Oh no,
confirms it.
dapat sheriff.
RRQ 3-0 in pistols.
Yeah, and this is something I'm thinking about as well with this composition that RRQ is running is these post plants are going to be really, really annoying.
Analisanya dong Min buat eval PRX map 1 tadi gimana?
It almost feels
Evaluasinya ya. Nggak tahu si something lagi bad play aja sih. Invi apalagi ya. Telat panasnya Invi tadi sempat 110 cuks.
try to stick it for half, and they know it because you don't have enough time to do anything else.
Imagine Frost is watching this. I mean, like, just playing Vito.
Emang RRQ ini sih si Jemkin monyet emang ngegendong-gendong banget sih guys. Gendong parah dia.
Slotting himself forward with
Ya,
this
persakan.
push coming
Oh
in.
no, dicek lagi anjing.
Whizzing right over Moniet's shoulders, only he's able to get one to connect.
Monyet lari ke depan.
The ultimate damage they were seeking and not going to be found. Something quickly pivoting, working his way.
Oh, oke, catat di situ ya spotnya ya buat ke ini, buat ke secret ya.
Cushy. Go for the reposition. And something opens up with one. Headshot connecting. Moniet going to be taken out. Crazy guy gone. Expero able to
Culik
find
lagi.
one, but suddenly Paper Rex themselves into the driver's seat. Jemkin, however, answering
Ini
back.
Jemkin tuh pornstarnya kah guys? Pornstarnya RRQ?
Smoke in B. Watching forward. The grab well does go off. Rendezvous going to be taken. Jemkin
Ini CBC kah dia?
scale forward once again as Expero swinging the corner, gets some damage in, and
Di pick TP ya.
never held to half. Devi having to do it all, but it's going to be Jemkin with 3 to get RRQ, the anti-eco, but some damage dealt.
Yeah,
Dapat
it's
Phantom
gonna go
guys.
a lot better as Paper X compared to how
Phantom ya.
those ecos went on bind.
Udos anjing.
Give yourself a much better chance to not get bonused. Belter shots. Devise something. Putting that weaker weaponry to good use. Jemkin is Jemkin. He is farming already. 4-1. Yep, pretty good. They're just gonna leave him on his own. Both teams running 4-1 stacks. Kitty corner from each other. Hello?
Weapon in behind this one, behind
ngeflick
Jings,
dia
just
guys.
forward. Damage on Jemkin, but kill not found. Just walking that one in.
Anjingnya ya.
Back of screens, Forsaken situated here. 3 players just around the corner here at main. Forsaken opening up, able to find one through that smoke, but the counter spray from Moniet does connect. Self thrown now on the hunt, gets the ping reveal
Kawan.
to slide forward. Envy eventually stabilizes the spray as Moniet will fall. Something, however, going to be traded out. As this bonus already very solid for RRQ, and now getting even better. Jemkin's arrival spelling the demise of Paper Rex as RQ looks to go not just 3 for 3 in pistol,
Okay.
but 3 for 3 in bonus conversion.
No info Davai dari belakang dia
It's
ya.
already one away from the tour de force.
And
Waduh,
trademark saw
ada
Devise.
trapnya lagi nih. Ada trapnya chamber guys.
And a bit more in the open.
Angie.
Devi gonna re-wrap back through mid doors.
Time's going to be so against him. Took so long to get back over here.
Placing swarm grenade.
Sutil is
Swarm grenade.
clear a little bit of space for you, but
Anno to heaven,
Placing sentry.
spot out on the side. Grab well for the pull. Devi for the moment, I mean, he's paid no attention towards that long angle, but won't even matter. It's going to be Jemkin with another 3K to get RRQ, another 3-0 start.
Diplin banget anjing.
wow.
Ini sih ngeflick. Ini sih guys, ngeflicknya sih guys.
I don't know. I mean, it is potentially unexpected. I don't know. Here you go. Marshall, Stingers, Sheriffs. Paper X trying to push space A. And this time going to leave something over there with the Marshall on B. Try to do a little bit extra damage. So a little bit of change information. Drone certainly saw him.
Just has to get up the angle. Reposition in the back hall for something.
Portal closed.
They do give him a target as stealth drone. Only spots out the one. Does allow them to leave Envy on a bit of a deeper angle, but seeing the Marshal here, seeing something. It's just going to be a quick little rotation call from RRQ. On the Vice, he's at gun barrel.
Mau di mid?
Just gets
Oh
him
my god.
point blank.
He saw the front of the sheriff there.
Oke, something udah rotate ya.
Into the stack. Clear of that. Relay bolt ends up being shallow. Spam through the box, flipping Envy, taking him lower, and now the push coming
Ngentot, ngentot. Itu ya alasan membenci melawan Neon, guys. Tahu-tahu lagi si monyet. Nyet, monyet.
Down to 30 there in the corner. The Nebula will fall. That is a very fast headshot. So credit where it's
Nge-refleksnya kencang banget, smoke turun langsung jegar.
Bisa gitu, Cok.
Getting a little bit out of control.
Epos galang banget itu refleksnya tadi.
Having no problems whatsoever with Paper X today. Again, they just saw the front of that sheriff, I think. And RRQ just
Ih, monyet M rutinnya apa ya, Cok ya? Coli kah?
Saturate was a little early.
Hey, congratulations, 1,000 kills for Crazy Guy.
1000 kill ih. 500 lagi melampaui gue anjing.
Keculik monyet. Oh no, kena thread tapi ya. Pick lagi, keculik satu lagi.
Cushy slipped by Chemkin while he was reloading.
Duh, kelihatan lagi.
Something tagged up a bit, but still alive. The operator still has to be respected, so it'll just be a backpedal. Player advantage for the moment.
Per V3 winnable banget. Masih lontang-lantung RRQ di belakang. Dengan Teho mencari info informasi.
So good to start every half. Haven't been able to do it. This time
Misalkan nggak kejamak di secret ya.
Numbers advantage. Forsaken hidden for now.
Kalau di sini yang lihat duluan siapa, guys?
Late rotations from the rest of
Astra.
behind Crazy
Astra duluan ya?
Ya.
Eyes here as well.
Crazy Guy still has that stealth drone.
Aduh, keculik, guys. Tawan lagi Versakuing. Oh, RRQ bagus banget setupnya ya. Oh my god, Invi. Kenapa ngepick kayak gitu, Cok?
Sooner rather than later do Paper X. A single pulse. And that would be something dead. First one flying, second one gone. Forsaken now could stick to this. The grab well going to be called in. Cosmic Divide is going to be set up, but no one's watching Nane. The time off. Sparrow is just undefeatable. 7-0-1.
Oh my god.
Continue to
Unlucky ya nih Versaken.
This is just another example of what this composition is going to be doing to you all throughout its attacker's side. Not only is it some of that util we talked about earlier, but it's the ults. This Cosmic Divide, oh my god.
Kalah bonus round. Iya, Cok. GG. Wah, RRQ kah yang upper bracket, guys? Tapi kalau bisa sih satu sama dulu biar panjang ya gamenya ya, biar seru ya.
Katanya lower bracket nanti ketemu Wolfie. Emang ya?
Demi apa lower bracket ketemu Wolfie, guys?
Katanya sih begitu, guys.
Oh, Wolfie sudah menunggu ya di lower bracket ya.
Wolfie pembantai lower bracket nih.
Maybe you had some advantages in the round finally. You had a man advantage. You lose Divide.
Cuman ini analisnya nggak nge-call gua. Lagi bagus.
Ini Perex butuh call Epos galang, Cok. Salah banget anjing.
normally successful.
Nah, kayaknya tadi
exit
Invi harusnya lebih
here,
sabar
but I
gak sih?
think
Nggak
he
usah
did
naik
well.
ke atas
And
secret
on
gitu
the
anjing.
other side of the
Serem
coin,
banget itu.
RRQ is executing near flawlessly on so many different levels. Individually in particular, they are just making great decisions in the heat of the moment. They're making great decisions in their macro.
Comes the outlaw.
Lu bukannya pakai dual monitor, Claire?
Apa gua?
Ya.
Satunya rusak.
As a headhunter as well as some reinforcements, Manya and Crazy Guy come to the rescue. One life given for the cause.
Bisa 2-0 guys.
Cowok nggak seru anjing. Nggak cuan anjing.
Yeah, I mean, I
Berapa
think
cowok
after
kasihan
this
cowok.
round,
Caster lembur
try
jing.
something a little bit
3
different
game.
as PaperX
Ini nggak cuan, cowok. Nih RRQ PRX mahal, cowok. Secara penyepong Indo banyak habis, jing.
Marshall,
Jangan-jangan
three players
Forsaken ini
into it?
impostor cowok.
Maybe?
Sengaja kalah.
Gak gitu anjing.
Crazy Guy, hell of a shot. Sits him down 6-0.
Invi guys, impostor Invi ya.
A very speedy end to the evening despite all expectations.
I thought today was going to be insane.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be here until like midnight.
I told my wife I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be home. It's probably like 2 a.m.
Gila, aimnya epos galang banget itu tadi anjing yang terakhir.
Mana cowok?
Basically just crashed as soon as I got home.
Ngepicknya kayak gitu ala epos galang banget anjing.
Instead, I
Paham banget gua gameplay epos galang guys.
Unpredict pick. Surprise pick.
Surprise pick. Oke, keculik Jemkin.
Something unable to escape, but still early advantage on the side of PaperX.
Jiggle-jiggle tapi neonnya jing. Oh my god, keculik. Culik Invinya guys.
Those tracers betraying Cushy. Finds him through the smoke.
Duh, nggak tahu monyet di mana kah?
God. Virgin Pat sent Manya.
Oh my god.
Slipping past the wall, catching Forsaken completely off guard. Xfero within this tiny little sliver forward on the site. A casual drag across. And Jing just
ultinya gila banget anjing.
I mean, there's just no accounting for these lurks, these flanks, these kind of angles that RRQ because they're
Kata gua mah PRX main staking aja anjing 5-5 ya udah jaga A.
Here he goes.
Goblok anjing. Goblok apaan itu anjing? Monyet. Monyet.
But everything they do is right.
I mean, it was at this point on buying, we saw PaperX able to scoop up, 2-round wins.
This time it's a 3v5.
Kulit guys Invi. Monyet gak ketahuan sih. Tuh bagus banget.
Last kill, tackle manja. Sah.
Gokil anjing. Anjing neon kontol. Anjing. Benci banget gue sama neon. Gak tau kenapa ya. Rasa latihan di MLab tuh kayak masih kurang gitu loh anjing. Invinya ketahuan tapi ya. Oh my god. Culik guys. Tapi itu unlucky aja sih. Waduh. Kenapa gini Jing? Ego lifting kah? Ego picking kah? Oh my god, ego lifting juga kah? OTP dia. Respect cok. Jemkin juga nggak remeh tai.
Wouldn't be too shocking. Devi similarly dead as PaperX. The players just continuing to feel like they have to make a move, that they have to make a hero play, but RQ just seemingly are their kryptonite at every twist and turn.
They're just so good today.
They're onto the site, something.
Playing
it as
quietly
and patiently as he possibly can, but
saving dia.
Oh, sofa dong. Sofa siapa?
Fend off any exits that might come his way.
Kushi. Kushi doang ngeliatin main.
Jing, position getting encroached upon. Crazy Guy working his way forward into the site. Wraps around the back of Hall.
What if he just rips his ult in the back hall?
I mean,
Ih,
go up.
keculik nih crazy guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Screw it.
Why? Why not?
Could
It's like the
absolutely
only thing
afford
you
Waduh,
haven't checked on
waduh.
the map now.
At that point, I mean, it's just like
Oh my god.
giving Paper Rex a pity point. Saying like, here, you
Aware
don't have to
lagi
worry
dia.
about this ultimate anymore. Not yet. Jumping forward, Jing will be able to find it, so stops it from being
Makan tai
flawless,
tuh
but
Neon ya, makan tai
really
kok
able to
setang.
move. No other positives or silver
Nyebelin banget Neon
linings to
anjing.
scrape away from these rounds.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Monyet lu.
I mean,
Eh,
Jebkin here,
ya cowok monyet banget anjing.
in terms of purchasing the outlaw, putting it to good use.
Nah, dah Neon dah anjing.
Well, whatever, but he knew they were going to be
There
some
it is.
weaker buys. There it is.
2,000 kills for Jemkin. Congratulations. It's just been an absolute.
Duh, Invi jangan ego lifting please.
Filtron quickly cleared. That's for them to try to disguise something's position here, but the drone not quite going to get taken down, but Forsaken does, and something eating some damage has to quickly make his exit now.
Anjing Neon ada ulti lagi.
Onto the B side. Wailing here just around the
Tinggal
corner,
satu
trying to swing out,
terus,
something
ngentot.
immediately going to be taken down. Hunter's Fury hauled in what feels like desperation from Envy, a world away. RQ just pumped the brakes and said, okay, now we plant.
Lights out.
Something with one.
Nice. Easy kill.
Be committing double ultimates into this round. They know that they
Cabut
need to
lu
get
semua,
on board.
cabut lu
If
semua.
this does not work out,
Oh,
this could absolutely be their undoing. As the
Oh
second
my
shot
god.
Jemkin finds it, lockdown is
What the
destroyed by
fuck?
the Armageddon.
Main-main, cowok.
The fuck is that, bro? Aimlab berapa jam dia
Nothing
anjing?
to this RQ team. Paper Rex continue to throw everything they possibly can.
Tepai.
9-0.
Dibantai gini, guys. Holy shit kah? Holy shit anjing.
RQ on Pearl. And this is even the side of the map that Paper X opted to choose coming into this. And it is horrific. Even if you make this a 9-3, I don't know how that feels. Yeah.
Mana-mana lu kagak ngapal gua sih, bego. Mati lu. Oh,
Salah ya. Salah banget anjing.
kesalahan utama dia lu.
Nah, kesalahan utama. Setuju.
Back onto something who just has a Marshall. Start out to clear the cubby. Nobody home. Paper X is just stacking mid. Just gonna try to play for something.
Perex main stacking ya.
Into Jemkin. Shot connects. Forsaken's got 1 HP. Force him back to the rendezvous, but that's about as good as it can get.
Oke, B cepat ini.
Now, plant behind the box.
Akankah bisa meretake-nya, guys?
Up over the top with that Marshall. Needs to make it sing.
Oke, 3 orang flank.
Well, jump peek.
Oke,
Try to
culik
score
satu.
forward. Jing also similarly tagged.
Ini masih ada orang ya.
11 HP between them, and Cushy
Oh my god.
is already killed off.
Aduh, jingnya low lagi, guys.
Players remaining. Damn near flawless. Everything thrown just to get
Monyet
a
ini
top
monyet ya,
blood.
guys ya. Monyet anjing.
Jemkin's the only casualty, and it's a 10-0 half so far for
Kok jago sih
RQ with
dia?
no end in sight.
Apa emang jago dia, guys?
Yeah, him
Si
and-
monyet ini.
Another op.
No.
Jago kah monyet ini? Sebetulnya?
Because they were buying into some of those rounds with half armors and
Yeah.
like a guardian and you know, so you're just not going to be able to get back there. I guess it just didn't matter. I mean, we saw what
Kalem aim banget monyet nih, kayak Epos Galang ya, guys ya. Real.
So you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Bali, guys, orang Bali.
Monyet stunned there by teammate. Tagged up very slightly at the same time. Forsaken still takes the brunt of it down to 45.
Here.
This is a round where Paper X, you want to let RRQ come into this A site, but they're peeling off of this. They're going mid.
I think the screen
Oke.
do have the operator.
Yeah.
Telat tapi Perex. Harusnya dari tadi main stacking manja aja ya.
Barely.
Push coming in.
Oke,
Forsaken
culik
with
satu.
three. Takes down the enemy IGL as something holding close.
Oke, monyetnya mati. Menang gak sih? Udah gak ada monyet, cok.
Versus Monyet.
Monyet anjing.
Now what 3v5. RQ maintain perfection.
Nah, dulu set. Oh, nggak ngepick dia.
Maybe just spotting that operator peeling back behind the door.
Finally starting to see
3v5, masa iya?
decent reads and protocols here for Paper X.
Saving OP nggak sih? Berarti harusnya. Oh, bisa masuk dia sih. What the fuck? Apa itu, Gentot? Apa itu, anjing? Nice.
The 13-0 dream for RQ shattered.
Tetap gak make sense, anjing itu. Bamu Karayo ini.
Jemkin, I mean, you could have an operator passed over to him, but he's got the ult ready to go all the same.
Yep, doesn't need it. Woo! Nice one from something. God, Jemkin just misses. That's okay.
Gila, gila gua mah gila.
Still sounds like they're keeping the spirits relatively high despite
Want to
the
play, let's
scoreline here. But
do what you can.
Yeah.
Might just have this op battle happening here as Drone will lead the way. Forsaken clears that out.
Oh, look at how fast this is.
Yeah, the pressure coming through, but Forsaken doing well once again to be able to.
Monyet mati, guys. Guys, ayo guys, monyet mati, guys. Bisa ini 2-10. Jadi 12-10 ya. Possible.
Point all the way out of A main that could potentially intercept this spike at club if he hits the shot at range.
Trying to figure out where Crazy Guy went. They're doubling back towards B because Crazy Guy's wrapped all the way through there.
Yeah, just having to re-clear this one. Something.
Look at where his TP is.
Finds the shot.
Spike down B.
Gue lagi meleng lagi.
Crazy Guy wanting to try to get onto this angle. Something. Starting to shift his attention at exactly the right moment, but doesn't know whether he has to look high or low. Crazy Guy has now made his way into halls.
Nah, 10-2.
Read it for a brief little moment there, but Crazy Guy still able to find that kill.
Jadi 2v3, guys.
Virgin Path's gonna be sent dodge. Plant now. Set up by Jemkin. Smokes do fall, but Forsaken gets on the angle, clears out. Manages to find the follow-up, so a 3K for him once again.
Good ya.
Go the way of PRX, but they haven't been able to get a pistol yet.
Bang, kemarin malam gak nge-live? Enggak. Semalam nge-live, guys. Main, guys, kita, guys. Agak malam tapi. Agak pagi maksudnya.
Is it gonna be enough? It's huge there that actually something gets that kill, because if he is forced to TP out of there, he dies to Crazy Guy. Just straight up dies to him, and then that might be 11-1.
Comeback is real. Iyalah, comeback is real lah. Comeback is real ya.
I mean, this is in theory where they should be a little bit more favored with the double duelist, but Deska's been talking about it. You're playing into this chamber that is so good at containing these double duelist comps.
Gimana, Coach Akhtar? Tanggapannya? Apa?
Especially as the waylay, right? Like, your job is to clear out
Jarang,
some of those
Cok, udah kan,
tight corners.
Kalau ada yang pas kalah tentunya.
You're rarely going to be gifted opportunities where the chamber is going to give you the chance to be hit by a saturate, or
you just rendezvous away.
Yeah, exactly. So even if they are playing in close quarters, they still have escape options. So it comes down to maybe that Yoru getting some deep TPs or something like that, or some good util from Forsaken on the Astra to keep Jemkin busy.
Monyet!
Finding him first before he
Monyet emang, monyet.
been the absolute huge, unbelievable problem for Paper X, because Jemkin is not only 10 steps ahead of you, but he's out-aiming you too.
Back in we go. 6 headhunter bullets here for Jemkin. Relay bolt timing. Just perfect from Moniette. Ups and back, but now look for the pop flash through, and Moniette able to find one. Second continuing where he left off, finds a kill, but it's going to be damage exchanged here as both teams lose a player apiece.
Ya threat kill, tapi low jingnya ya.
They've got the trademark set up, now cleared out.
Oh my god.
Sending out a shot, eats a bit
Bye.
takes the rendezvous,
Ya cabut ya.
sets him up over a dugout. Pivots back, playing more towards that secret side. It's not connecting, good amount of damage there, on to Envy, the right.
Oh my god.
Crazy guy, just perfectly aligned. Flips him out
Bad
of
luck
his
Invi aja.
Sparrow strafing across with the silent little
Udah
tug
ketahuan
there
di
from
sewernya
Jing.
ya.
Swinging around the back, see if we can find one. Out from Flowers, Forsaken with 3, looking for a 4th.
Goat. Goat. Ya, ada alasannya kenapa beliau dipanggil Goat.
Get themselves a 3rd round win.
Okay,
Goated ini.
this looked pretty good. The mid-rounding call, very nice. To go back towards A. And then, to leave a player at Waterfall to make sure that all the lurkers were, or the, latecomers, I should say, are accounted for. Very, very good. Just how you draw it up, and then, Forsaken hits another 3K.
Boys, let's go, boys.
I'm pretty sure it's been 3 rounds in a row for him now.
Yeah.
Climbing the standings. Moniette, though, in the fight around A main, has to back away. The dive forward. The back pedal from Crazy Guy, stunned up.
Pernah slow Wile anjing.
Leads up the kill. Strone over the top. Moniette.
Remove anjing drone-nya. Gila banget.
Comes in, Jing, how
Oke.
frantically does he wanna push
Oke,
this one? Well,
nice.
damn frantic as he's got Forsaken wrapping around the back angle as well. So solid flank. Forsaken. If this
Lompat,
push
lompat,
from
lompat.
Sparrow comes in the mid.
10-4, 11-4. Habis itu ke 11-6. Habis itu 13-6.
Well,
Oh gitu ya. Prediksinya ya, coach. Oke, siap.
really sets up.
Itu yang buat para parley ya.
Keep the pressure on. Hit a good
Kenapa
set.
parley Ji?
That's how you draw it up. Just looking for that last player. Trying to wait this out as long as they
Invinya ngeh ya. Aware ya dia ya.
Side of the spike. Looks like he should be able to do so.
Yep, just playing it nice and quiet. Flawless will be given over to Paper Rex, but don't want to surrender any additional ult charge here or cred. So, Paper Rex, very clean anti-eco. Now go into the bonus with a decent amount of firepower.
11-4.
I'm curious to see if they just keep it going. Keep the tempo, keep the pressure going.
May just, especially with 2 stingers on both of the duelists.
They're gonna go B.
The change up. Crazy Guy going for an Odin. He's going to be playing outside of A main.
Siapa yang pakai Odin?
Jimkin walking forward here. Phantom in hand.
Ayo Odin,
Corner.
yes.
Clears that one out. Rendezvous not yet
Yung
taken.
Odin kemudian kah?
Does so. Xpharaoh, some damage found on the Jing. Looks like Paper Rex widely still not dissuaded as Moniette quickly makes his way across on that A side of the map over to
Oh,
the
shit.
B side. Xpharaoh able to find
Oh
one.
no.
Moniette
Oh no.
finding another. Forsaken once again has to do a hell of a
Oh
job
no.
attempting, but Jemkin just doesn't give him the time.
Santai kau.
Pai, ayo Pai.
Vi pushes the corner.
Udah gue setting di 11-4. Ntar abis ini 11-6.
Oh gitu.
Really have any way to try to get access to that spike.
Anjing mafia kah lu?
Yeah,
Mafia judi anjing.
Tries to re-clear that space, but 4 players there. Everybody in RQ just gonna hold their angles. Could have converted a bonus here. This Paper X, who knows? Maybe you start feeling like comeback is possible. It would be an absolute miracle from Devi.
Clutch ini dah Pai.
He's making noise.
Yeah, I mean, they know exactly where he's at. Sparrow ready to spring the trap at any given moment. And there it is. It's a shutdown RQ. Denying in very clean fashion any hope of a bonus conversion from Paper Rex.
Dah, 11-6.
Now we're just 2 away from closing.
Dua nih masuk
series.
PLS.
Man, just not able to get deep enough there is Jing. then these crossfires quickly set up a quick reaction from RRQ. The extra piece in place to help out Jemkin. Yeah.
Forsaken gendong-gendong Jing.
Got a cosmic divide. It's got to work here. Different angle by Jemkin. Didn't clear the drone though.
Makes his exit. Well, it's a very short jump from him with that rendezvous.
Look how fast they are to react. Look at Cushy and Monyet.
I mean, yeah, because Crazy Guy's just pushing all the way out of A main.
Yep.
He's just fearlessly been stomping forward and saying, yep, no one here, no one here. It's the rotate.
You are divided.
It's Cosmic Divide. Attempt to be used, but Monyet out in front of this one.
Can't.
And they're just investing the ult, and then they're going to have to just rotate off of here.
Yeah. You can't. Took too long. The macro's just not there. You're trying to just brute force your way through. You leave Forsaken out here on his own, but he gets one that's great. He doesn't.
Oh my god.
Langsung pindah ke A. Satu orang ke A. Cabut anjing ke A, anjing ke A.
Emang gitu ya komsnya.
Deh. Udah 7 tahun cowok gue di Perex cowok.
7 tahun.
Waduh, ini Bandar nggak mau nyantai nih, mesti 12-4.
Anjing, ace kah Kusi ini?
Waduh, salah guys, 12-4.
Pengaturan skornya gagal kah?
Kagak mau ini Bandar udah lebih tinggi lagi. Beda lah, 12-5 lah, 12-5. 12-5 bisa
lebih tinggi lagi aja.
Terakhir 13-5 nih. Naik 1 Perex.
Oh, look at this. And Divide has no choice.
Bandarnya Bandar Abu Dhabi, cowok.
Bandar Abu Dhabi.
Bandar Dubai, Jing.
Nggak Bandar Riyadh.
Nggak ada. Riyadh kan ini, Tiwan dia.
Not much.
Tiwan.
Glass cannon. Yeah.
For Paper X, I mean, this needs to be the start of something miraculous.
8 in a row.
Just a Hunter's Fury. As far as the ultimates are concerned, no money to work with. No way into that A site.
Set up the triple stack. Surely Jing can't kill us all three this time. He only is a Bucky, so absolutely he can't.
Yeah.
But
yeah, triple collat Bucky could be something else. Sparrow looking for timing spray, spots out something up and over the top. Rotation's now starting to come through, but Divide, nicely timed, peeks in, clears out that trademark. Try to just keep the interest on this side of the map.
Kena anjing.
Sparrow down to 5 health with that Hunter's Fury. Further information garnered here, but now the plant getting ready to come in. Monyet on the approach. Around the back, they had heard Divide, or at least a player in Art previously. As, yep, there's the spot out. Monyet just gonna reroute. They use it for Jemkin to contend with. Looks to join in with the rest of the team and apply some pressure from the flank. Something for the moment, watching for this. I'm starting to get away from them, very labored, but eventually Envy finding
Anda Envy. Oh my god. Goblok banget monyet. Okay.
Time starting to get away from them as Divide pushes forward, finding the one and finding a third.
Dah 13-5 guys.
Paper X.
Sesuai omongan, sesuai omongan.
13-6. 13-5.
Gitu. Udah habis itu Bandar Abu Dhabi-nya, cowok. Udah habis lagi.
Working a couple different angles. Crazy guy. Vi though, huge in this round, instrumental.
One enemy remaining.
Gonna find a couple big ones even on the sliding Monyet, who was very weak, but still got it. Operator for Jemkin. Crazy guy, his ult. Cushy, his ult. Ooh, Jemkin.
Teetering back on his heels.
Surprised you don't try to throw a flash. There it is.
Well, they do, and now they get the confirmation. Solid pressure exerted there from Paper Rex. Sells a bit of control around mid.
I have the spike.
Still too wary to push forward at Art.
A change in the trademark positioning right at the front entrance of A. But the thing is RRQ setting up away from all of this. You have that op.
Shifting it back over it. You got Crazy Guy nearby as well. He's got the Armageddon.
Yeah, look at the ults. Yeah.
And there's 100 series, so there's a lot of delay available as Salvos go.
Oh my god.
As there's now that Armageddon called in. Something able to avoid it, but gets picked up for a moment. Free pushes out of the smoke, gets taken down into the spike on the floor.
Bro. Kalau mau judai. Come on, bro.
The team now has to do it all.
Wah, flawless anjing, gila banget.
13 to 5, a flawless final round. RRQ.
Cowok tenang aja, cowok. Udah terbece, cowok sama gua, cowok.
Gokil gini RRQ, guys. Gokil ya. Gokil anjing.
Just so impressive. RRQ
The fuck, dude?
has looked so good.
Are you showing you?
11 total rounds to Paper Rex across 2 maps.
Semua anjing dia perbaikan.
Looking to go to yet another, their 3rd global event in a row if they can do it. And I'm feeling even better now than I ever have.
Wah, Gigi Daji.
This is the cleanest we've ever seen them.
No, they really are. Clearly, Ewok was the problem. Coach Chovy reigns supreme.
Oke, thank you banget yang udah nonton analisa abal-abal dari kita berdua.
Gua nggak abal-abal.
Sorry. Oke, thank you yang udah nonton analisa kita. Kita lanjut main game kesayangan kita, guys, setelah ini.